Tomorrow, Giovanna, have a dream to fulfill.
And making sure I turn their audio back up.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. Oh. Uh-oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I forgot what I had to do. You have to pop this out. You have to pop this out to be able to do it. All right. We're here, and this is a tough start, but welcome everyone to episode 5 of Bizarre Cast. And Bryson might join us. He was here earlier, so hopefully he comes back. But today we're doing something special. We are ranking the Jojos. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. And open this back. All right.
Yay.
Okay, there's my mouse. All right, guys. So we have a tier list here. We have all 8 Jojos down here. I wanted to add in Gyro, but, I didn't because I forgot. Because we all know that Gyro is the real Jojo of Part 7. Like, we know that for sure. Sarah, what channel will you be chatting in? Will it be the general on the V's chat, or will it be the couch? I'm trying to figure it out so that I can remember to read what... Oh. She left. Well, maybe she comes back. Oh.
And there was 2.
Oh, was the connection bad?
Yeah, sorry. You sounded like an alien on drugs.
I mean, I'm totally not an alien on drugs. All right, welcome back, Sarah.
You're not an alien on drugs?
Not yet.
Oh, whoa.
Exactly.
Not yet.
There we are, Bryson. Welcome.
Hola.
We started, but we haven't started.
Don't die.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what channel. Okay, so she's gonna talk in this one. Cool. Oh, okay, her phone dies. Okay, well. All right, guys. Well, we have the 8 Jojos here. Of course, the actual 9th Jojo's not here right now. Gyro Zeppeli, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start off. Let's go backwards. Everyone starts from fucking Jonathan, but let's start with Gappy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Gappy is S tier.
Hey.
I could agree with that. I mean, I haven't seen much of him, but I like him so far, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm not on part 8 yet, but he seems pretty tired.
Sarah, wait, what do you mean add you, Sarah? Oh. You're right here. This is Sarah right here.
I know, Sarah. You gotta you gotta speak if you wanna.
Yeah, Sarah is a JoJo. Okay. So all right. So why is Gappy in S tier? Because he gets some of the best character development, and I love his stand. I love his part.
Oh yeah.
He just, I really identify with the whole not knowing who you really are kind of feel that he gives off. But he just...
I feel like he's better. He's like one of the best ones. I wouldn't say the best, but he's definitely one of the best.
I don't have much experience with him, so I don't have no room to talk. So I'm just gonna let you guys. I'm just gonna go with you guys today.
I guess thinking maybe A then.
Yeah, I'm thinking A, cause he's kind of mysterious right now.
I mean, yeah, we even though we think we just found the main villain of Part 8, we really don't know. But he just gets a lot of character development, and he's kind of a good mix of the rest of them. Especially he's got the not giving a shit vibes of Giorno and Jotaro, but he can be carefree and fun like Joseph and Josuke. So okay, yeah, I can agree with A tier. All right, Johnny.
I have a feeling that this is gonna go a bit fast.
It might go fast.
Johnny, I'm like halfway into part 7, and I would already give him S tier. He's just probably my favorite JoJo. I guess like he has a lot of spirit to him.
See, I have to disagree. I actually think he's probably
me too. I mean, I wouldn't say he's horrible, but I like his stand a lot. His stand's pretty cool. Except, the first 3 forms are kind of boring because it just spin faster, spin better. Yeah. So but I mean, he's still pretty cool, but I don't really know. Like, he's not the best. Definitely.
Took me a long time of reading part 7 to actually like Johnny.
Yeah.
Because he was just kind of a punk. And, like, not like a Josuke punk, but he was just kind of an asshole. Like, and that was kind of cool because it's like he had to earn my like, you know?
Yeah. I'd say maybe, like, high C tier, maybe low B tier.
Okay. All right, Craig, Sarah?
I'd say high B tier.
I don't know much about Johnny either. These are the only 2 I know almost nothing about, so.
Okay. Hey, I'm thinking B tier sits good for him. He's not a bad one, but really Gyro steals the spotlight in Steel Ball Run.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That seems pretty fair so far. Alright, now we got Jolene. I want to also put Jolene up in B, but like above Johnny, if I can. Can I do that? There we go.
Like Jolene more than Johnny?
I was gonna say I would give
like
her
Jolene more than Johnny. I do.
I would have given her B or A, somewhere in between that, because I like her a lot.
I think Jolene definitely has some good personality to her. Her stand is a little bit bland to me.
Yeah, her stand is definitely more like how you use it kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
I think
I feel like she has like the least flashy out of all the stands
of
the main group.
Yeah, but I also think like, just her as her total like her arc is just good.
Yeah, it's decent. It's pretty good.
It's
not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So
yeah, and like the struggle that she has with her father and just like all that, Honestly, I think I like her more because I don't know. I wish I could like put her in between, but I can't. I like her. I think I like her the way I like her because I like part 6, and mostly because I like weather, mostly.
Fair enough.
But I think like there was a lot with her part that was like good, a lot that was kind of bad, and a lot that could have been improved. But I honestly think there was more to her than like what part 6 led on. I feel like there should have been more.
Yeah.
Okay. Got Giorno next, and I'm gonna go ahead and put him in C tier. I'm just being honest here.
I think that I really liked the anime.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I like
the manga.
part 5 as a whole, because like as its own stuff, like sure some characters are like really good in part 5, but some characters just lack without the narrative of the whole story to guide them,
I mean, and a lot of the stands in part 5 were pretty cool, but some of them were also really bland.
See, I feel
like which ones do you think were boring?
Probably a few of the villains. I don't remember their stands names very well, but I feel like maybe even just Golden Experience as well, because it's after finishing part 4, I kind of dove in right into part 5, and I kind of just like, oh well, Giorno can also heal, but in a different way that's not very exciting.
See, okay, so Sarah's like Clash and Talking
I feel like oh, yeah, I didn't like them very much, but I mean, yeah. I feel like I would put Giorno above a D or a C. Maybe around high C or...
See, I put him in C, like being... Because him himself, like he doesn't really... he's motivated, but like, he's just kind of bland.
Yeah, he is. He's...
by himself, of course.
Yeah. Like honestly, like, it's kind of like the Gyros, like, effect here. You know, the rest of Passion like makes Part 5, and Giorno's just kind of there.
Yeah. He's just along for the ride as everyone else makes it a better adventure.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, Gold Experience Requiem is a cool stand, but it's also really cliche at the same time. And like Part 5 suffered with like translations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like with fan translations, it didn't have like good transitions, so like that kind of like killed it. But like I honestly think like Giorno didn't get expanded on as much as he should have been, and then he just kind of fucking Deus Ex Machina the fucking ending there.
I don't know.
I mean, he gets lucky. Because he's just like, he happens to get the right arrow and it just happens
I
to
wouldn't
work.
agree with that exactly. Because, like, it wasn't luck, it's fate. And that's pretty much the whole narrative of Part 5. It's about fate and what fate will bring you and stuff like that.
I mean, I think, like, we were talking, who was I talking to the other day that, like, Diavolo was nothing without his stand. Like,
yeah, he is
like,
kind of
he was nothing without his stand. His whole motivation was to erase himself, but literally he like his stand is what made him. Like he had nothing.
Yeah.
Like his like whole like split personality thing was cool, but at the same time it was like the only thing menacing about this guy, besides the fact that he's the leader of the mafia, is the fact that he has a fucking overpowered stand. But he's really fucking stupid. like Diavolo is really fucking stupid. But I guess back to Giorno. I think Giorno, like, you know, fate. You know, yeah, I see what you mean by the fate now, and like Giorno just kind of winning. You know, I think he was gonna win even without fate on his side though, because just the sheer ignorance of Diavolo.
Well, not exactly. Like, what if Diavolo got the record stand arrow? Then he probably could have got a record. Probably would have destroyed Giorno.
I honestly feel like he wouldn't have been worthy of the arrow, though. I feel like...
Well, yeah, but that's also aligned with fate, too.
Yeah. Or as Dio calls
it,
it,
if fate
gravity.
really wanted to give him a Requiem, then he just would have done it.
You know, it would have been cool to see, like, 2 Requiem stands fight.
It would have been.
Yeah. I feel like they could have done more Requiems, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Requiem was really cool, I feel like.
Mr. President Requiem.
Exactly.
The real Requiem we need.
That's, like, probably going to be the most overpowered Requiem ever. Like,
it's just a White House in the back of a turtle.
Yeah.
Exactly. It looks... Oh, boy.
Also, like, what it does is it installs free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's overpowered, dude. You can't do that.
Channel full, can you kick me out? My phone died. Okay. There it is. Okay.
Who else would
so we're cool with Giorno being in C then.
Yeah.
C?
All right.
Oh,
Now
okay, I get it.
the next is first not Hat Josuke, Hair Josuke, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm putting him in D tier to start off because
Wait, what?
Let me explain this, okay? Let me explain this. Because I know people are going to be mad about this. Josuke is not the Part 4 JoJo. He does not really do much in that part. Besides, a couple of the few things. He doesn't get a lot of character development. And his part is literally just kind of dumb people trying to find somebody. I love Part 4. I'm not saying Part 4 is bad at all. Part 4 is great, but if you think about it, Josuke really didn't get much. He didn't really... What did he learn at the end, you know? He already had compassion for people, you know?
Yeah.
What?
He didn't change too much as a character
like
other
Public
than...
Among Us lobby.
He didn't change, but honestly, Jotaro changed more in Part 4 than Josuke did.
I was gonna say...
I can see where you're coming from. I definitely can.
Yeah. Like Crazy Diamonds...
I guess that's true.
Yeah, Crazy Diamond's a neat stand, though.
But, I mean, like, come on, Josuke's funny.
I mean, he is. Funny. He is funny, but there wasn't enough to him, you know? He didn't get enough depth. He kind of...
Oh, yeah. I feel like Kira should have killed more people than just Shigechi.
Yeah, I feel... yeah.
Or of the main cast, I mean.
Yeah, maybe Okuyasu actually dying like would have really
Dude,
helped.
I wish Okuyasu died. Like, no, I like Okuyasu and stuff, but like, come on, you didn't have to get revived. Like that, you're just doing too much. You know, just playing with my emotions.
Yeah, I mean they couldn't kill Rohan because he's Rohan.
Yeah, of course. Rocky's favorite character.
It's funny because like this Josuke, Part 4 Josuke is Araki's favorite, and he gets like the least amount of character development. Like he doesn't really have a motive other than hello Poopman 1000, welcome to the stream. He doesn't really get much more of a motive besides the fact that this guy killed my my grandpa, so now it's personal. And
I can definitely see that, but I mean, I still like Josuke.
Yes, it is a JoJo
I feel like I can't hate him, even though might have not been the best.
Oh, we got a follow, guys! Awesome.
Yo, that could have been from my shout out. So.
Oh, I think he's joining our Discord server too. But yeah.
Say what you want about Part 4. The whole premise, though, is coming together and taking out someone who has a hand fetish.
Pretty much.
It's literally Among Us in a public
it's literally
lobby.
Just
Everybody
let
is
the voice
super
of
dumb.
love take you higher, bro.
Oh my god, I'll be honest, like I love the like intro and outros for Part 4.
Yeah, every single freaking opening is amazing for literally everyone. There isn't a bad one.
No, I actually really love the Savage Garden ending too. Like that's one of my favorite songs. And it just kind of fits. It's really got that 90s vibe that it's really trying to get,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that doesn't help with Josuke's character development because, I mean, honestly...
It really doesn't, but I mean, his song slaps, though.
Yeah, his songs do slap. Okay, so next we have Jotaro, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in low C tier as well.
Low C.
Potato carved man.
Why low C?
Okay, so... Even though Jotaro probably gets some of the most character development in any of the parts... he just, I don't know, he just kind of feels like bland, but like for the time, he was super popular kind of setting. Mm-hmm. I get it, he's supposed to be like Cool Hand Luke kind of stuff going on.
He's literally just punch ghost that can stop time. That's it.
His stand is kind of like the whatever the plot needs me to be kind of stand.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And also, I'm a little...
These teeth are made of diamonds. Well, guess what? I can punch diamonds.
Even though diamond is unbreakable.
Diamond is unbreakable. I don't know. I feel like Jotaro gets better as the parts go on. I think like he really comes more together like as like part 3, 4, 5, and 6 all go. But like I think just in part 3 alone, he gets a good arc where he's like learns to care about his family and care for others and not to be so cynical. Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like I don't know, the whole fucking like it's the same kind of stand kind of thing. Just
that was a definite cop out. I don't really like that very much.
Yeah,
it didn't even make much sense.
No, it didn't.
I mean.
Also, he only used fucking Starfinger once. Why didn't he use it more?
He used it twice. But...
He used it twice. Why didn't he use it more?
I don't know. Maybe he just like, this is stupid. I just don't want to use it. I'll just like come punch you, Like, why do I have to use my finger?
Because only badasses punch the shit out of their enemies.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, his character design is really cool. Okay, you know what?
How about we put him in B?
Yeah, low B. After like talking it out and kind of thinking more, I'm thinking like, you know what? No, Jotaro is important.
Like the only person gonna be an A?
No, because now we're on to our next person, who goes into S tier.
I was about to say you better put him straight.
Yeah,
like
you literally cannot dislike Joseph. Just cannot.
He's the best JoJo. How can you not like him?
No.
He's the most important JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean,
I wouldn't put him in S, but I'd put him in A.
I mean, he's responsible for what, 3 of the JoJos?
So without...
And not to mention, if he didn't kill Cars, then the world would just be dead.
But I mean, I don't know. Do you think like Cars could have defeated somebody with like a really strong stand, or do you think he would just been outmatched?
I think he would have.
I mean, he can't die and all, but like still, what is he gonna do against a stand?
I think he would have got a
probably
stand.
Would have gained one.
Yeah. Probably.
I think, Joseph is just a kind of a special character because he was kind of the like laid back funniness we needed after part 1.
Yeah.
I really do think Joseph is S tier though, because not only is he a fucking stand user later, he's a hormone user. He's a hormone master.
Yeah.
Like, he mastered 2 power systems in the same series.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's cool. I mean, he's still not my favorite, but I mean, he's good. He's up there.
Yeah. He's a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah, I know.
So
especially for anime watchers only.
Yeah. No, I can totally agree. And like the manga, like, he's great in the manga, but since I've been working on that video and going back through the whole part 2 manga, I'm just like, I want Old Man Joseph already.
But Old Man Joseph is like one of the best Josephs.
Old Man Joseph is like great.
Wait, which one do you mean?
Honestly,
old Joseph or like old
Part
Joseph?
3.
Part 3 Joseph.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool then.
Okay, so
Wait,
after
I
we...
feel like they kind of butchered him.
Yeah.
They kind of butchered him, honestly. Like, being like super young and then just old. And then how did he get from like still really strong, like, but old, into like 10 years later he's just like can't hear anything.
Well, he's in his 60s in part 3, and then he's like near 80 in part 4.
Yeah.
People...
No, he'd be in his... Oh, yeah. Well, wait, he's 70 in part 60 in part 3?
I think he's like 69.
Nice.
Well, okay, think about it like...
Yeah, no.
Think about it, like age. Age gets to people, and he doesn't stay on with his hormone training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I was going to mention. He doesn't keep with hormone. If he would have stayed younger.
I feel like
longer.
they didn't butcher him very much because, I mean, he still wasn't that powerful in part 3. Because, like, compared to everybody else, he was pretty weak.
Okay, so Joseph
But he wasn't, like, a pushover.
Yeah, Joseph is 79 in part 4. So, I honestly think that also the whole, like, near-death experience with Dio kind of probably messed him up a little bit and probably, like, added to the dimension.
Because he had a knife in his throat. How is he going to use armor?
He was dead. Like... He was straight up, he died. No,
think
like,
about
literally
this, though.
dying
He kind of got some of Dio's blood.
can mess up someone's brain. Like, your heart stopping, everything stopping, can mess up your brain. So it makes sense why it could have negative effects on him later in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he got some of Dio's blood, technically, so...
I mean, no, he got his blood back from Dio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We can rank each part after we finish ranking the characters.
Okay, that's good.
Because, I mean, they're already here, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so now we have good old Jonathan. And I think he sits pretty well above Giorno and C tier.
Oh, you're... What?
What
did you say?
I'm just joking
Okay,
with you. He's a total fucking gentleman.
What did you say? Oh my god, I'll swear you like what are you
I was gonna
doing?
say my
Like,
man at least earned a B tier.
He is B tier.
Okay. Alright.
I can Jonathan is the progenitor of all these people. That's important. He's a true gentleman, of course. And he's wholesome, he's kind of like, he wasn't quite Kenshiro, even though he looks like Kenshiro in the time, and he just kind of fit the role really well for being the beginning frame of the whole overarching story.
He did.
So, and he's probably the strongest out of all of these people, like in physical strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say, without stands, he could probably beat the shit out of any of them.
Yeah, Jonathan, he be getting them gains.
Okay, all right.
Not to mention when he first met Dio, he was
I don't think
boxing.
Okay, how do you see Jonathan then?
I would say like all the JoJos are good, but he's probably either the worst or the second worst to me, or third worst. But I don't really know about the last one.
So is it just because he's kind of a boring character?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I literally forgot everything that happened to his part aside from like the last 2 episodes he was alive.
When I hear of JoJo, like part one, I kind of think of you gotta eat your dinner before you get the dessert. I feel like his part was definitely kind of boring, especially because it only had 8 episodes. And I mean, I kind of liked him as a gentleman, but I feel like knowing all of the other JoJos, it's just kind of weird to look back and see that he wasn't as like laid back as the others.
So okay, so how about like
I
a
feel like
low C
he's the
then?
worst.
Like a low
Yeah,
C?
let's see. It would probably
Wait, what?
Like a low C.
a low C.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of noise, Caden.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
We can hear like everything you're doing. All the typing and everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Alright, so there's our tier list. That looks really different than most of the other ones I've seen, so alright. Now we can rank each part. Where do you guys want to start? You guys want to start at the beginning this time because we started at the end last time?
Why not?
Yeah, let's start at the beginning.
Alright. John, okay, part 1, Phantom Blood. I'm gonna say D tier.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
understandable. As a part, it wasn't that good. I mean, it's set up for better future parts, but
Mm-hmm.
it as itself wasn't all that good.
Yeah, I can see Phantom Blood being important. It's a great beginning frame, but honestly, it could have been a flashback.
Yeah.
It like literally he could have
I
skipped.
guess. I mean,
right
I feel
to
like it's still needed, but like you know.
Oh, the Blueford tier list and put part 7 in it. I mean, I don't even know. Like, we'll have to do like a joke tier next time because like it like you can't even measure Blueford on here. You know, Blueford's just like
Yeah.
it's like quadruple S.
Dude, if we're counting Blueford, this should be like S tier, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke.
I'm gonna put these guys in order. There we go. And then 2 tiers above a blue tier. I'm reading what Sarah wants us to make a tier list of next time. Oh, so Poopman 1000 says that Jonathan is his favorite JoJo. Put Blueford in the up one. Okay. Part 2, Battle Tendency. I'm gonna say that's definitely B tier.
I'm gonna say that that's B tier.
I like B tier as for battle tendency.
Battle Tendency had a lot of good fights. Its pacing is god fucking awful.
It is.
It is fucking confusing as hell for the goddamn pacing. And I'm working on the video for it right now, and I have to literally break it into fucking parts of, like, the script is like, okay, so he starts off here, and then he goes here, and then he goes here, and then he goes here. But there's, like, they literally just, like, oh, now we have to go here, and then they're there. Like, there's no journey. This part 2 is all about the goddamn destination and not about the journey.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, I thought, like, the Wamu fight was really good. I mean, of course, you get some of the greatest freaking memes in the entire series from it.
Yeah.
The voice
Plus,
actor.
Caesar was a good Joe, bro. Like for real.
Oh yeah,
I
Caesar
like
was.
Caesar a lot.
Yeah.
Caesar was like a
He was kind of a
classier.
jerk at the start.
Like Caesar was like a real classy like gyro.
He was like a clashy douchebag version of Jonathan.
Yeah, I would say he was kind of like a classy douchebag version of Gyro.
Mhm. Maybe.
I mean, we got to see a strong woman in part 2 as well, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Lisa was pretty good. I mean, she wasn't my favorite, but she was pretty cool.
Yeah, Lisa was cool.
Okay. Now we've got part 3, Stardust Crusaders.
This one's just iconic, so I don't know. I feel like it should go in A tier, even though it's not the best. It's just pure iconic.
I'm gonna put it at a high B right now.
Yeah. Because I feel like it was really good at the start and the end, but in the middle it got incredibly boring.
Yeah, it was super boring.
It
Yeah,
really
at a
dragged
certain
on.
point,
But the cast
it was
also really
just
good, too. Aside from
enemy of the
Marathon.
week.
Pretty much.
Oh.
I may even put it in high C tier for me.
I think it's good where it's at because like it improved upon a lot from part 2, and it had like it introduced stands. It has fucking goddamn old man Joseph in it, you know, and he's the best character.
Yeah, that's like some of the best not best characters, but that's some of the
One of the best.
better characters.
Yeah.
I guess. I
Had
don't know.
Polnareff
But-
and talking about Polnareff land. So
Yeah, it really brought
obviously.
together the whole like Joe Bro experience.
Yeah, it's like the glue to the JoJo story, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like what would I say? You know,
okay, I would
it
say
melded
okay.
everything.
Yeah. So like part 1 is like the foundation, and then like part 2 is like the cement, and then like part 3 is the beginning of the bricks.
Exactly.
yeah.
So, okay, part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable. I'm gonna put it.
Tier, I'd say.
A tier.
I really enjoyed it a lot. I'm definitely thinking it can go low A tier here.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
It had some of the like best stands, you know.
It
like,
did.
It really began it really like started to snowball the whole like naming stuff after bands and songs.
Yeah.
Instead of tarot cards.
Yeah, my biggest gripe is
they're
that there's way too many fucking characters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not even a bad thing though, is
No.
it? Like what's the harm in
Yeah.
having a lot of characters?
It's
Plus,
just
most of the side casts are good too.
yeah,
Like Tonio and Yukiko, they were good.
yeah. It's got like
I mean, don't forget about Kiri Yoshikage.
Oh,
yeah, it's got a great
man.
villain.
I don't even want to talk about that, man.
Yeah, it's got one of the. I think it probably has one of the best villains in the series in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like again, because we already touched on this. Like that part is like stupid people trying to figure out a riddle kind of thing going on.
Yeah, but it's so
Pretty
good
much.
for that. I
It
don't
is.
know how
Part-
it's so good, but
Part 4 and also part 3 and the other parts. The journey, like it's really about the journey, you know. Like it ended a little ambulance, you know, but
I mean, I
Yeah.
still like that. I mean,
yeah, it kind of humanized it because it's like he might be invincible from things, but he's not like invincible from reality.
exactly. Yeah.
Another big gripe I have: why the fuck is goddamn Superfly not called Ride the Lightning?
I don't know.
Superfly is that pylon tower stand.
Yeah, I know, but
It should
I
have
don't
been
know. I think
called.
it was just
called Ride
bad
the
names.
Lightning.
It should have been called Ride the Lightning.
Yeah.
Super fur. Okay. All right. Part 5, Golden Wind. I'm gonna say also is A
Tier.
tier.
It was what?
I would honestly say it was S tier. The characters
Me
weren't
too.
very good, but the story was just
Wait, what did you just say?
some of the characters were
No,
kind
don't
of
even say
bland.
it again. Don't even say it again, bro.
All right. I'm gonna at first I'm gonna put it right here in high A.
Okay.
All right.
I get.
I need
That's
you all to
understandable.
stay like okay. Passion, probably the best group of Joe Bros, like by far.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, it has fucking part 5 Polnareff in it. You know,
Duh.
it
Obviously.
has Mr.
Turtle
Turtle
Excited to see
Polnareff.
him return.
there's just a lot. There's so much good with part 4 that like it makes up for the bad JoJo.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean part
Part
5?
5, my bad. I said part 4, but Pat.
But I feel like
Same
Giorno was
both.
good in like the series of events that happened in his own part. Like I feel like
Yeah.
he isn't a bad JoJo compared. I mean not compared to, but I mean
I mean,
with
definitely.
his
Part?
when he's with the part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For his
Like
part,
with the
he's not a bad
narrative and all,
JoJo.
it makes sense why he's like that.
But compared to the other JoJos, I feel like he's not as good as some of them. Some of the others.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna say Stone Ocean is S tier.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I kind of agree so far that I've read into Stone Ocean. It's been so good.
I mean, I disagree, but I wouldn't say wrong. You know, I wouldn't say that it's the best or anything.
Thanks for the follow.
Because I haven't like seen the whole entire thing,
Okay, we got
but it's definitely not my favorite.
we got a
you know?
question. Can someone explain to me how the other zombies died by Jonathan spitting on them, but Dio got chopped in half by a homon-infused sword, and he was just like, no?
Well, it's because he's a.
It's because
he's a vampire, and the rest
Vampire
are-
plot armor?
and yep, pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say plot armor. Definitely plot armor. Wow, we got 2
I don't
follows
know.
on a podcast episode. We like never have that happen. He was slashed
Well,
fully.
pop
I
it
know
off
that's pretty
now.
fire.
I would say because Jonathan didn't believe in friendship enough at the time that he wasn't able to kill Dio like that.
I mean,
And also,
Yeah.
Dio was as cold as ice, so he probably just used some kind of weird bullshit that he's like, oh, I can just freeze myself back together,
Yeah.
Yeah.
destroy the brain, and they die. Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, like, part
I
2
don't
kind
think-
of explains it more with, like, they're not really vampires, they're kind of like a weird subspecies of human.
Yeah.
made by the mask.
Or I guess, like, maybe humans are, like, a weird subspecies of them. I don't...
I don't really know.
That's really hard to explain. I guess
They're
just
just like
plot.
not
It
the
is.
like they're not the usual vampires, you know.
No, they're not. They're not your daddy's vampire.
What?
Hey,
That's
hey!
It's a joke where it's like it's not your father's root beer kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I think it's just Dio's fucking pride held him together that entire part.
Yeah, probably.
Like, Dio's the real fucking, like, hero of the entire goddamn series. Protagonist, my bad. He's not the hero, but he's the real protagonist. Because honestly, he gets, like, the most attention to the entire series.
He does.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Okay, so, back to what we were talking about, Stone Ocean.
I'd say it's A tier, definitely not S tier. But for
Okay.
everything I've seen, I would probably put it in B tier. But I mean, I can see where you're coming from, so I'd say A.
like a high A.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. Okay, there is a lot holding Part 6 back. Because there was a lot of problems that it had that come down to like editor problems and everything.
Yeah.
Part 6, I don't know. It just felt like the right conclusion to that story. You know, it felt like the right way to end that universe the way it did. It had the right build up. You know, it's kind of had a couple dumb. It had a lot of dumb stands, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like the right part for that time. You know, it just fit really well. I love the ending. It makes me cry. Fucking when Weather dies makes me cry. You know, when Foo Fighters dies, it makes me cry. I didn't really care what everyone else at the end died because I was just like,
Oh
well,
wow.
well, it's like, okay, Jotaro died. You know,
Good for him.
I was
Who cares?
upset that Jolene was dead, but it's like, oh well, you know, they didn't fucking call
I honestly think that Giorno. Yeah, I know. I feel like they easily could have came.
Giorno and Mista were already in Florida. That's the funny thing.
Exactly.
I don't know. I thought it had a great villain. I liked the villain in it. I didn't like how he got 3 different stands, but I liked
Yeah, that was
the
that
whole.
was not okay.
I
That
like-
was not okay.
I liked how he was just like he was the final devout follower of Dio. You know, he was the final Dio thing, and he was like, I'm bringing it all together, and that was it. Just I don't know. I think the part 6 ending, even though it's super sad, honestly, when everyone died, didn't make me sad. It was when Emporia went to the alternate universe and all the other versions of those people came out that made me sad.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like there was a lot more they could have done with part 6. But I think it
Yeah.
was the perfect ending to the original universe.
Okay. I see that. I definitely do.
Now, we don't really have to talk about this one because part 7 is fucking amazing and it goes into S tier.
Yep. Pretty much.
Understandable.
Like,
I
On
still
to
haven't
part
seen
8.
that much. I've only seen the first 50 chapters, maybe a little bit more, but
so you're about halfway through.
Yeah, I'm on. Same
Yeah.
here.
Look, it might not
So
have
far, it's
the
definitely S tier.
might not have the best JoJo, but it has the best Joe Bro in the entire freaking series. Probably has
okay.
the best villain in the entire series. Has a lot of the coolest stands. The idea that the spin is kind of like Hormone is really cool.
Yeah. I
Um,
like the spin.
I
like
love
the
the
spin.
setting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Dio survived being turned into 2 Dios, but AC/DC, the stronger vampire, died from a hat. I don't know how to talk to that donkeys. I don't know how to respond.
Well, he didn't die from the hat.
No.
He just got really injured,
Yeah,
and they
Yeah.
went to Suzy Q's body.
yeah. What was I saying about part 7?
That
it was
S
the
tier?
best.
It was
JoJo
the best. It was the
storyline,
best.
Kevin.
I mean, it's not my favorite.
I mean, I still can't say that. I mean, I don't really. I like Gyro, but I feel like he's not my favorite. I don't know why people like him very much, to be honest. But I mean, I could see it. He's not my favorite, but he's definitely not the worst. I do like him.
I think it's because he's handsome.
What?
I mean, Gyro's just kind of good to look at. You know, he looks good on the page.
Yeah,
But also, like, he's got such a lot of good moments, and
that is true.
I mean, you can't beat the whole "tell him to eat shit, Johnny, tell him yourself" scene. Like, that's
Oh
just
my
a
God.
classic, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you guys haven't read. Have you guys? Any of you guys read part 8 yet?
Nope.
No.
All right, then I could put it in. I could put it in S tier, and no one can complain with me, except for
No.
Sarah. Yeah, the way Gyro talks and like his backstory.
Yeah, I do like Gyro.
So Gyro is the true JoJo of part 7. Like, yeah. I am currently in a Discord meme channel, is what Sarah's saying. So okay, I guess I will explain why part 8 is amazing. It takes back.
No spoilers.
So, part 8 steps away from the journey like part of the story, and it focuses on its characters. So, like, the entire cast gets a lot of character development and a lot of time spent on their relationships with each other. It brings back the mystery aspect, like part 4 did, where they're trying to figure out all these things of how the Rokakaka fruit works, how Josuke or Gappy became Gappy. Well, I mean, they kind of figure it out, but like, you know, who were Kira and who were Josefume and why is Holly the way she is and who's this doctor that's changing everything? What are the rock humans? You know, why do all these stands not be good for combat? They're so situational. It's just one of the biggest gripes of part 8 that people have is like these stands, they're not for combat. These stands are so situational. And I think that's what's great about them is like it's such a unique way of telling a story. I don't know, it's just how it brings together stuff from part 7, and I really enjoy it. Gappy is one of my favorite characters because he can go from being like super fun loving and happy to don't fucking touch me again, I'll fucking kill you kind of, you know, mode.
Cure you.
Pretty much. No, Gappy is like legit. There's like a fucking scene where he's like, Yasuo, look away, and he fucking picks Josu up and hands him against the, like, he like grabs him. He's like, don't you fucking like say that to me or do anything again. He's like, I will fucking kill you. And also just like, I love the idea of Soft and Wet's ability called Plunder, where it can like literally steal
Oh yeah, I
things.
do really like Soft and Wet. Soft and Wet's one of my favorite stands.
Yeah, I love the design of it too.
Exactly. It's so simple but so good.
I love the Higashikata family in it. You know, Josu's kind of fucking annoying, but you know, now that like his character's being more developed and everything, I like the idea that fucking this alternate universe, Koichi is Yasuo. I don't know, like the stands are really good. I like them. I love Mori. Like the Morio is great. You know, going back to Morio. It's gonna be such a good part when it's fully, like, if it doesn't end well, I'm gonna be so upset because it has so much stuff. Okay, someone commented, I'm rewatching JoJo right now, and how the actual fuck did Kakyoin survive getting smacked through the chest and should have gotten at least a bit of his heart? Should have killed him instantly, and he survived for another 10 minutes and managed to ever so reliable Emerald Splash discovered his ability. Bruh, Caps Lock was on the whole time. Okay, I can actually explain that, and it's Kakyoin believed in the heart of the cards.
He used the power of friendship.
Yeah, use the power of friendship, man.
The true power in Yu-Gi-Oh! The power of friendship.
Believe in the heart of the cards. His last thoughts were of mom.
Moms, plural.
Dry and hard. So, okay, alright. Who's all on the JoJo MILF Hunter squad? Kakyoin, Caesar, Okuyasu.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's definitely those three.
100%.
You know, do you guys know that Johnny has a fetish?
Huh?
Yeah, his fetish is like picking at bug bites.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's weird. He's weird.
At least his fetish isn't hands.
That's they
really?
they
Really?
reference that in part 8, the whole like Kira hand thing.
Did they?
Yeah. All right. POV, you're a dog in JoJo. Death.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Well, we were able to pat this out to about 50 minutes, so it really
that's
picked
good.
up when we switched from just the JoJo themselves to parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Give us more time to discuss.
before like we finalize this, is this everyone's agreement on the parts of JoJo?
I'd say
Yeah.
so.
Okay, so no one.
No, I think it's good.
All right. We just jumped to like a ton of fucking viewers. We have like
Should we have?
25 viewers on. We have 25 viewers on Twitch right now.
Who is JoJo and why does he stand?
I mean, actually, I guess now we could just like take questions about the series in general for like a couple minutes. I'm really just trying to pat this out for another 30 seconds. But all right, well, if you are followed us and everything and you're interested for more JoJo talk, feel free to join our Discord server in the chat. I will link it. I want to thank everybody for coming as usual. Thank my co-hosts here, Craig, Caden, Sarah, and Bryson.
Hola.
What was I trying to bring back up? You know, always love doing this every week. We usually do this on Tuesdays around this time. It is on both Twitch and YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at my handle at Zakoshi6. You can follow everyone else if you go on YouTube and watch the video there. In the description below, all of our contact stuff is there. Check us out for more streams. Tomorrow I will be streaming Hollow Knight.
Oh, nice.
See of me.
And yeah, it just happened. There was 25 people now.
I noticed you said Yakuza 0.
We will play more Yakuza 0. I swear.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
I'm just like dying for more Yakuza content because
Yeah.
I'm up to date on the games I own, and I'm kind of just waiting for Christmas time to have extra money.
The last time I played it, though, I spent like 4 hours playing fucking slot cars.
I mean, what else do you do in Yakuza?
That's
That's
true.
the main game.
That's true. You punch people and then you pay for parts.
You punch people to pay for parts.
Friday will be. So Friday night will be more Wildberry Pop-Tarts Adventures.
Oh, heck yeah.
And Saturday Persona 5 and Sunday Yakuza. So maybe I'll throw in a special stream on Thursday after Thanksgiving. I don't know yet. But everyone, have a good night. I have to go read these people bedtime stories because that's what I do in the Discord server. So if you want a bedtime story read to you, come join the Discord server. All right.